Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I want to apologize. Right now, before I get started, I want to apologize for not getting the prints done that were picked out yesterday. It's been a crazy day, and I'll share that with you in just a second. I have learned a new trick, and I think you're going to like this. Look, a tripod. What do you think? It's not a gimbal yet, so I'm still shaking gimbal, but it is a gimbal. I mean a tripod, so that's going to help a lot. So, let's do this the right way. EMST 150. Not sponsored. EMST. I don't know who makes this. It's a breathing airway from enjoying your favorite activities. Just a breath away. So these are really cool. I know my speech therapist here is using it. You know what happens? Monday through Friday, 5 puffs, we go. 5 puffs, 5 times a day, let's go. Over the top, that's the way we want to hear it. That's good. That is good. So that's the rest of today. Got one more day this week, then next week, and we're done for 5 weeks. And then we can go back and start again. The reason I went back on it is because of my COVID. I was on it first off because of the intubations and everything from the surgery. I wouldn't get enough respirations. You all couldn't have even heard me on here when I first got home out of the hospital from the smokes, the fire, and the 2 surgeries and stuff. Man, till August you couldn't have heard me. You could listen to some of my old early during the summer when I first went and started doing these videos, and you can hear my voice like this, not really straining hard. And this thing, telling you, saying right here, MST 150. They're by Aspire. I don't know much about them. There's the QR code. I'll put it right there. And there's the information. So I know it's helped me. Drinks of the day. Looks like I might need another one out, depending how long this goes. Watermelon Diet Green Tea. Look at this. It's almost done. Lipton. Not sponsored, but why not? I mean, you know how I am about my Lipton tea. None of this is sponsored, but it should be. Next up. Body Armor. These are my new things. They should be sponsoring me. Come on, Body Armor, sponsor me. I'm going to tell them the same thing now. Delicious. It's giving me my potassium. And why I've been doing this. A week and a half ago, I went to the doctor. And I said, no, I am not doing this. I'm going to put myself on a diet. I'm going to lose weight. It's my choice. It's not anybody else's. No one's pushing me. It's my own goal. Did my first weigh-in. Lost 3 pounds. Okay, not a lot. But I did lose. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm trying to control my diet. I'm exercising what I can. No, it ain't a 5 or 10 pound weight gain, but it's weight loss. And that means I'm doing this the right way. And as I slowly get once I get my surgery and I've got this on play, things will even move further. So as you've seen, so I'm kind of excited. I'm proud of myself. There you go, my child. So, things have been crazy today. Woke up, did breakfast, did therapy. 8 o'clock, 8:30, back in my room. And my friend, my best friend, she came, visit me. She was here about an hour. It was kind of fun. And while she was here, she brought me some presents. I don't think she realized it, but my birthday was the 13th. And so these are like birthday presents to me. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. So she knows I love to paint. Who doesn't? And so she brought me these 2 little banners. Look at those. Those cute. And I can paint them and hang them in the room. And then she brought me this wood sign that says Carrot Patch. I think I'm going to do one of these and let my dad pick out which one he wants for his room. And then I got this welcome. And I'll keep this in for after Easter. Because the way I'm going to modify it, you won't see this Easter basket, I don't think. I don't know. I'll probably add stuff to it. We'll see. And then got me this in here that says Happy Easter. So, at these today, this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give this into my dad. He'd like that. He decorates out. They have like at his apartment, and it's like a little front area right in front of their door, and they decorate it. And I know he'd like that. And then I'll show these again because they were really cool. So, if you were in here, let me make sure I didn't miss any. If you were in here last night, you've seen my haul. You were in, oops, what was that? I had a haul last night, and didn't have time to paint. She was here, then we went into therapy. Therapy lasted, well, no. Yeah, after she left, went back into therapy. From therapy, I went into the resident council meeting. I was in the resident council meeting till like 3:30. Came out, went back into therapy. Got out of therapy and got down here. Tried to do a live stream, had problems, shut it down, and went to lunch. And so I'm back again. And so I had a few minutes last night. I'm going to show you what I did. I think it's... Now, I am not what you call a clay expert. But I've been watching one of my favorite YouTubers, if you've seen it, is Nerdy Crafter. Nerdy Jackie, I think is the other name she goes by. She has 2 channels. Nerdy Crafter is really cool. She had a real cool sculpting kit, and I wanted it, but it just wasn't in the budget, and I wish I'd gotten it because it was really cool. Had like a mold that she made, and you could like create. You could use this mold to make a mold, and then you can sculpt around it, and you could have kept your. It would have been that as the base, and you layering the clay, and then you can make over and over using this mold and making different characters. So if I ever see anything like that again, I'm hoping I can get it. But it was like really cool. It was the Nerdy it was not another crack kit, as she calls them. Is it trash or crack? And so, um, but I watched. Hey, hi, Kenneth. So I did get 2 paintings done last night. I had started these. Thank you so much. I did these last night. I'll show them real quick. I don't know if you can see it. Again, a little bit closer. And then here's this one. Tomorrow I will have the ones done that were pulled from last night. And we will do a drawing, another number pick, and add that. So it'll be actually 5 that I'll be doing tomorrow. So that's cool. Or 6, we'll add a 6th one. So, I don't know if you've been in here for every one of these. I put up my paintings every day on the door. And I tell people to take them if they want. I had so many that I got done and showed last night that I had to take everything off my door to get them up there. So I thought I would just flash these paintings in front of you. I would love to get these out to people to abandon or people to collect. Just, you know, if you like these and want to figure out a way that we can get one to you or get more so you can abandon them, you just got to let me know and we'll figure it out. So I'm just flipping through these. I'm getting stacked up. So here we go. We'll go through these real quick. These are on my door. They love them here. These are all ones that I've painted. Y'all probably seen most of them. This one is still, I think there's something about this one. I see something in it, and everybody sees something different. I swear I see a bald-headed man with chops. I don't know why. It almost, you know, I can't say this out loud, but it reminds me of the character that I made when the first time that I met Jacob. Well, I didn't actually get a meeting. Jacob was in Indiana going to be a, tell you this story because this is so funny. He was going to be a judge of a, no, he was a manager of a wrestler that was fighting. Ended up, him and Mortimer get in the ring. A piece of glass gets broke, and accidentally Mortimer actually cut his arm. And so that led, well, it was already going to be the great mutton chop battle. And I swear, every time I look at this, I think of the great mutton chop battle. In that very first thing that I took up there that I was given to him. And you can go watch, I have cutouts of the video where he took the images of his video, his live stream, and he's talked about it. And I've linked those in past videos where you can see where he talked about the piece. And I swear the mutton chops on the first little character dude look just like this. And I swear it's reason, to me, I just see mutton chops. And it is because of that Jacob Carpetbagger image that I did. So I don't know what you all see, but that's what I see. It's also funny that was a Basset Hound, and this is a Basset Hound. Again, looks nothing like a Basset Hound, maybe a little in the face, but it looks more like I can't think the name of the dog, but want the curly little ears, because you look up close. It sort of does, a Basset Hound, it does have that more. Got his camel, he looks sharp. This little crazy little ram. Got a buffalo. This looks like a mask, like a traditional mask. This one does too. They used to remind me of traditional, like, mask. We got this one. Yeah, I tell you, I got tons that we could do. This in here, I don't know if anybody else sees it. Point it out again. Hat, coat, beard. There's the end of the nose. And a matrix eye. I swear that's what I see. Looks like maybe the captain. He's like sitting there low in the thing, talking, thinking. We got this dog. It's really cool. A monkey. This dog. This tiger again. This looks like a mask image, I would see. This dog. This lion, it's a little bit harder to see where I did the backdrop and now green. And if you look closely, to me it looks like a genie more than a lion. Or a tiger. And lastly, this wolf. And it just something about it like coming out of the ice and becoming a fire is what I see, like the rising out of ice to fire. So, again, what I would love to do is be able to get these to people and to get them out to communities. I have so much art to be abandoned, and I would love to get it to you all to keep for yourselves or to give to others. To abandon, to come with, to do a project with me. So if you're interested, just let me know. Also, again, I'll show these for today. We've got this one. And we got this one here. Put a little bit closer so you can see the ram. Did not get the 3 that were supposed to be done. And this is something, I don't know if many of you all know. Y'all see me wheeling around, moving in the chair, and you've never seen me stood. So probably wonder, let me see, I just see from a distance. What we got going on there? What was the other one? Okay. I think we got it taken care of. If you, thank you for joining along with us. I'll show you the ones. These will be painted tomorrow. Like I said, today is just basically been me running around doing what I need to get better. So, these were the ones from yesterday. The elephant, the frog, and I do believe this is a deer, not a bison. I do believe that's a deer. Not an elk. Not an elk, a deer. So, I got are you all ready for let's pick a picture? Let's see if I can do this. I've been planning this, so let's see if this works. Alright. I think this might work, guys. I'm not going to see the screen real well, but I can. Okay, let me see if this works. No. There we go. Maybe if I bring two of them forward. There we go. That's what I need to do. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to. That's just not going to work. So I'm going to grab you as I normally do. I'm going to shuffle the pictures here a little bit so they'll be out of place. We always do the 6th picture down. So, question out there. I've been rambling and stuff for 20 minutes. How are you all doing? Let's make this a little bit of learning about you all too. This ain't all about me. It's about the community we're building. Glad to see you in here joining us. Let's see if I missed any chat. Trying to work that out. And it doesn't look I have. Alright, that's good. So, everyone doing okay tonight? Like I said, I will be doing those 3. Where did I do it with them? Oh, they're down here. And we're going to pick out 3 right now that we're going to add to it. And hopefully, what I have in mind for today will work. I've got a cart situation I've set up. And if it works, I thought I would do a little bit of sculpt with me. I'll show you what I've made and we'll do that. So, we'll take the first 2 numbers that appear in chat for our picture of the day. I have mixed these up really good. I'm gonna turn this around where y'all can see it. Always lots of stuff going on the desk. More than usual on the table. So let's get it in organized. We always pick number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our random pick is an owl. So I need 2 more numbers, and those numbers will be the first numbers that we use. They'll be part of the pick a picture day. And then I'm going to show you something neat that we're going to do. With something I bought last night. And hopefully, if I've thought this through right, I'm going to be doing a little bit something different with you all today than I have been doing. And I think I figured it out right. So, I'm setting it up over here on the side. Didn't have it set up early enough when I tried to do the picture day. So, yesterday, you were probably around and you seen me buy this 5 pounds of air clay. I probably used a pound. It's got to air dries, so I don't know how brittle it's going to be. So, hello, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. What we're doing right now is we are getting ready. We are going to do our pick a picture day. I'll show you the pictures that we have that we're going to paint tomorrow. We have the elephant, the frog, the deer. Now these were supposed to be painted today, but my life actually went crazy and we didn't get to pull it off. We've already picked out our normal print, which is pick number 6, which is our owl. And now we've got 2 more to go. So if y'all call me out in the first 2 numbers that are shown on the live stream will be the first 2 picks of the day. So have I missed any numbers? I don't think so. So is there any numbers out there? Hope you're having a good day. I'm going to try, and I hope I pull this off. No, that was an accident, and I don't know how to fix it. Can you fix it for me? I have... Kenneth, I think I've got you as a moderator. Can you fix that for me? Thank you very much. Sorry about that. You're going to catch on that I'm new at this whole live streaming. It's kind of my way of getting a space outside of the nursing home. And I do a lot of random thoughts. If this works, I'm going to try something neat tonight. I got in the clay, and so I thought what I could do. All right, what was that? Okay, thank you so much. So, I'm learning this. I'm learning how to get good images, how to do things. So, I'm going to show you. Last night, I did an unboxing. What happened was, and it was kind of like an unexpected unboxing, I broke my phone cord. And I needed a phone cord, and I was like, my dad and me were talking. He goes, why don't you get you something new that you haven't ever used before? So it's been a long time. You all haven't seen me. I haven't done it in probably 3 years. It's clay. I don't use clay like most people. I'm sorry, I'm just so thirsty. That's the reason they need to sponsor me. So I was going to show you all. This is what I worked on earlier today. Oh, let me see. I missed that. Oh, cool. Sorry about blocking you earlier. So this is what I worked on earlier. And if you notice, this is a 11 by 14. It's 8 by 10. And I took clay and I'm making like a wreath. So this is air dry clay. And so I made it out kind of roughly. And you all are going to experience it with me as it dries and turns into hopefully some paintings. I learned a hard thing. Got 2 of these because I want to set them up in my bathroom. We're working on getting me out of the nursing home into my own apartment. And then, guys, when that happens, when I get out of here, I am going to be a traveling fool. I got some places I want to get to abandon. So, thank you so much, Boxer Wolf. Thank you for stopping by. It is great to see everyone joining me tonight. Working hard, trying to do things a little bit differently and keep the same. I'm looking for 2 numbers still, guys. We have our number 6, which is a random pick. We got the 3 from yesterday. And if you're new 6 again. So we'll do number 6. Here we go. Nope, cancel. Turn this around. So we'll pull another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. And we have a puppy dog. That'll be cool. What in the world is going on? I did nothing different tonight. The same login. I mean, I can't understand it. And not, like, tonight is the most I've been able to get in. Somehow, like, one person gets in and then it goes private on me. And I don't know how to look for settings anywhere once I go live. Now, I went down earlier because nobody could come in and I was having problems. So, I don't know. You got a number for me since you haven't been around, Foxy Wolf? We got number 6, which was the dog. And I was trying to see if I missed a number. Going through this real quick. Yeah, that's the reason I went down. Thank you so much, Tom Girl Talk. I'm trying to get going with these. Believe it or not, here's a crazy thing. I'll tell you about Art Abandonment Adventures. I've been up and going since Christmas of 2008, 17. '18. 17 or 18. Christmas 2017, 2018. I have to go back and look. And I went up to my first series. Had like 3 or 4 people in my thing. Then I got a rush. I got to going up with videos. I got getting in with certain groups. For example, I got in with some people down in Florida, and they started subscribing. Thanks. They got to subscribing, and then I had people in Tennessee that got subscribing. And I started picking up, and like all of a sudden in 1 month I went from 20 people to 200 people in like 2 weeks. I was like, I'm gonna make it to 1,000, and I was just growing by every day I was growing and growing. I was like, I'm gonna make it to 1,000 by Christmas. This is so exciting. And I'll tell you what happened. While I was at the meetup in 2019, because 2020 I didn't do anything. 2021 I didn't do anything. But 2019 I was at the YouTube meetup. And while I was down there, for the meetup with yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm just learning, so I apologize for doing the hiding from the channel. I'm not used to everything, so when I went to push live to see the chat, I did hid, and I don't know how to unhide. I've done that to a moderator, and my moderator can tell you I did. So anyhow, was down there for the meetup, the NTL family meetup, And I filmed tons of video. I did enough video. I was down there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So only going to be down there Friday and Saturday. We got it. Thursday we went down because we didn't want to be rushing on Friday. Got down there early. Then we went Friday. Then we stayed on Saturday. Saturday we decided to stay to Sunday. And Sunday we decided we'll just stay the rest of the weekend. Yeah, it takes a while. I'm getting used. And I have a question for how does this look, me just leaving the tripod on the tripod and not holding it in my hands? I think it looks better. So anyhow, while I was down there in that meetup, you might have heard the court decision where they couldn't do channels that were for kids. This is not a for kids channel. I'm teaching you to create art to abandon, not otherwise. Well, what happened was, because I use toys in my artwork, these are not for kids. I'm using these in my bathroom. I'm not a kid, well past it. And I use different items. By the time I get through, these things won't look this way. I just have to let the main clay dry so I can start sculpting on the figures. And I'll turn them into repurposed art, and that's what I do. They hit my channel because of it. And it wasn't a matter of, like, I couldn't even get videos up before my rise on YouTube that was getting me up there real quick just stopped. Then I start losing. And then people that were getting it and watching my video every day didn't get any calls, just like these. Foxy Wolf comes on as many days as he can. You're not getting them. Foxy Wolf, that tells you right there. Exactly. It's very true. This is not stuff for kids. You could learn how to do clay and maybe, but not really, you know. And so what came about is And so what happened to me, because of the items that I use, they just got scared and they shut everyone down, and my channel has been stuck. And so I have a real good friend of mine, and we were going to try to go up in a podcast. We haven't got that podcast up. And I just decided that I was going to go live with my face on the 1-year anniversary of the fire that I survived. And I went live, and I grown by a few, but I don't have to grow by anybody because I'm enjoying doing these. And so thanks for coming and supporting. Someone that just has fun, gets to talk for a while. And I try to watch what you all do and stuff. Now, question, we can keep talking like this and not having anything. By the way, I need one more number to do a pick out of the pictures, unless I missed a number, and if I have, just let me know. But we want to do one more pick, and then I'm going to do what y'all came here to see, and that's sculpt with me. So what I thought I would do is create part of the other panel that goes with this one. You can kind of see how the reef is coming out to be. Um, like rock shells and stuff. This will all be painted. Thank you, thank you. So, would y'all like to join me on the TikTok doing the sculpt for me? Drop that down like that. And if we don't have another number, we will just go with what we have for tomorrow. I'm going to double check through here. Give you one more chance. Anybody got one more number? Or are we going with just these? These were the 3 from last night. I'll show them again. Oh, no, that's not last night. This is last night. These will be painted and ready for tomorrow. And if you first come in, like, what are these things? I'll kind of show you what I do to them. These are the 2, and this are the 2 we got for tonight, or these 2. So I don't see any numbers, we'll just go on to the next thing. Made that board. These are the way that they turn out in the end. These are today's pictures. And they just aren't the same as what you first saw. I used some baseline, but the rest of it is up to me and my painting skills. And what's so funny, and I love showing this to people. You like the owl? Yeah, that was the second pick of the day. This is what normal paper, do some ASMR. That's what normal paper and mine will sound like. This is what they sound like after I paint them. I love doing that. Isn't that funny? You know me, I'm kind of half crazy about things. I don't think you were in here. Oh no, well then pick another number. Give me one more number. These are, oh no, these aren't the ones from last night. You all weren't in here for last night. So I have to be very quiet. I'm gonna go to the door because I've already posted the ones that I did yesterday. And I'll show you all. I have to be real careful. And they see the door open, they usually know that I'm through with my live stream. So I'm still doing it. Then I can show you real quickly all the pictures that I had. And this is why I had to take them down. I'm in a wheelchair, so sorry it's taken me a couple roundabout turns to get my chair around because I don't have that big a room. Yeah, okay, guys. I'll show you these real quick and then we'll come back inside, as I can't show anybody here. Okay. So these are the ones I finished last night. These are the ones that I showed last night. And I had so many that I finished that I couldn't add any more to the door. So I took them down. As always, best decorated door in the facility. And imagine, those are all ones that I showed last night for the first time. So, my door got changed completely. I was like, I don't have enough room, so I'll just take down the other ones. And like I said, I'd love to get with someone that wants to do a abandonment with me and do some more abandonment. I think I missed. Yeah, I don't have. I don't have any waivers or anything for anybody else, so that's the reason I have to be very careful. I'm in my room by myself, and I didn't show anybody, so I'm good. All right. So if there's no numbers, we will put that up. One more. We'll give you about 30 more seconds as you are on an angle. That's the reason I need a gimbal. I'm afraid of opossums. I totally agree with you there. I have some, it's kind of crazy. You can find almost pictures of almost any animal. Yeah, so almost did it again. So, yeah, best, I love that. A lot of them probably wish that I didn't decorate everything in the building. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up. 5 pictures are good for tomorrow. Welcome to Michelle Drops Everything on the Floor. I just want my gimbal. I'm seriously trying to figure out how to get a gimbal here this week. Oh, I think it did. I think it said Awesomes, but I knew you were meaning opossums. So let's see if this works. So I'm going to do some sculpt with me. Take another quick drink before I start. Yes, I know, folks. Well, we got to get with you on that because I definitely think that would be cool. We'll have to pick out different things. So let's see if I let me see if I did this right. If I did it right, we can have sculpt with me. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I knew I had set it up right. Now, the only problem with this is I can't see you all at all for chat. So I'll put the first piece in and then come back over. So you all can chit chat with yourself a second. This is just the clay I could find, and it was an air dry clay. I didn't have a way of getting or using any kind of baked clay, and this came in a big old 5-gallon tub. So what I like about it, it's pretty nice and thick, and it works real well. I make things a little bit thicker than other because I want to make sure I might add more figures. So yeah, you all keep talking to yourself. I'll be back up in a minute and I'll check you all's chat. One thing I messed up, and the reason I had to redo this one, well, I made the pieces too thin, and so they wouldn't hold the characters. And I'm doing a vertical stance, which has no base, and usually you're not going to do that. I got some water over here if you want to know what I'm dipping my hands in. That'll make the pieces stick together better. cannot wait. This is going to be a great bathroom piece. But I hadn't left enough room for as I speak English here in a second, for a frame. There's no way this will hang up by itself without a frame, so this is a rather quick one. I found out if you dip your clay, you can put your person on here and do the sticking bonding to the other clay, and it'll still hold your figure better. Okay. This will be a quick sculpt. I'm sorry, I gotta get another way, been able to watch, which I think if I could figure out how to get my computer up and running at the same time, I just don't have a way of doing that. So, give me a second, I'll put another piece on, and then we'll, chit chat again. So, hopefully you're all enjoying this quick art tutorial. So basically all I'm doing is just taking the clay, you fix it into the, I'm matching it into the board, so you gotta make sure, if you wet your hands, rub the edge of the clay, it'll make it stick to the board and get smooth. And you want the edges right at the board smooth. And then you can work on the other. You take another little piece of clay here, because I want it actually swimming. Well, this is a little trick to make it swimming. Remember how I dipped it? I'm going to dip the piece. I'm going to pull it off of this reef that I've set up. Going up here to the top. And hold. And it holds there for a second. I don't have any inserts. So that's part of the problem I'm having. So if it will dry, it should, no reason. Ta-da! So I'll hold on a second. I'll come back over here and see you guys. See if I missed any chat. Sorry again that I'm not able. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just quit doing that. Okay, wait a minute now. There's a meetup in Helena. Whoa, fill me in. Fill me in. When is the Helena? Yeah, I do that all the time, TikTok. Okay. Okay. All right, can you hear me? Let's try this again. I was talking kind of down on, concentrating more on the sculpting. Let's see if can you tell what I'm doing down here at all? Let me know if you like this, guys. Just thought I would do something differently. Let me talk up, and when I come back up in a second, you can let me know. Can you hear me better now, Foxy Wolf? I'm kind of talking up and still talking down. Because what I was doing was actually talking into the item and still talking up. Should know better than that. So, make another wreath. We'll make, look how many pieces here. I think I've lost some of my pieces. Some of my fish. Aha. I knew I had more fish. I knew I had more fish, but I want a fish down here in the bottom. Get it wet? I want the clam on here. Make it smooth again as you're doing it. That little rumpled up area. Take this little guy. Since he's a bottom dweller, you don't want him on the top there. This is a whole reef, so they can be in different levels of the reef doing things. I need to get the big piece on real quick. And I'm going to check with you all. And see if you can hear me. Now, if you work with clay, you might be going, Michelle, you're using AAA, you're using way too much. Okay, I'm going to have to talk to Bone Daddy. Okay. Oh, all right. I would love to go. I would definitely. I wish I could go. I would run in a heartbeat to Helena, Georgia. I want to go down there so bad. So I'm on. And if you work with clay, you might actually do better than me. I'm just getting back into it, and I know I'm using way too much clay. But this is air dry clay. And you got to remember, air dry clay cracks. You have more control of other kinds of clay than you do air dry. With air dry clay, it's sad to say, but it's going to crack more. So if you don't make the pieces thick enough, you're going to have places that are cracked because the clay cracks as it goes. And so what I've learned, it is going to take longer for it to dry. So the outside will crack, but the inside, when it gets good and dry, will not crack. So let me see. Did y'all figure out? Yeah. Yeah, that would be, and like I said, that would just be awesome to go to a meetup down in Helena. Who is it? With which group is it a meetup with? Is it with a group with Bone Daddy, or are you all going down with like a camping group, or? I know there's lots of different groups that go down there and have done meetups. I didn't smooth this out. Can you hear me better? Let me know if you hear me better, okay? Like I said, I will tell you right now, I'm not the best with clay. I really want to see if this works. I have something I'm going to do. I learned how to do after I watched Nerdy Crafter. So I'm taking an idea from her craft kit as she called it. Not another craft kit. So it was an actual craft kit. If you haven't watched her channel, it's really cool. She talks about her opening up these kits and they're being cracked and not actual good, and she reviews them. Now she's one of them that fought for people that utilize art that were not um, what was I going to call it? Not for kids. Because, you know, they were trying to say we were all for kids. And she's like, we're not for kids. Some of our stuff might seem like kids would watch it. But for guidelines to be met, it has to be kid friendly. In that you can't be cussing and stuff to get funded, or then you're not funded. So the question comes into play, what do you want us to be? You want us to be not get funded, or let us, you know, be the way we are? And so there's a lot of questions about that. What do you think about that, guy? So this is sort of how it's starting to look. Can you all hear me better? Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. So are you going down? Oh, cool. Well, that would be neat to send some of this down there to be abandoned. I would love to go. But I don't believe I'll be out of here by then. Doubt it. So, yeah. This is, I'm just, really am excited about trying different things, seeing what people like, trying to create new and unique art. And like I said, that is actually the story of what happened to the story earlier, was really what happened to the channel. And so I quit putting a lot of work in it. Then 2020 hit, and 2020 hit. Yeah, hold on a sec. Yeah, come on in. Say hi to the live stream.
Hi.
My nurse just said hi to you.
It's preservatives in the bottom. It's a capsule.
Okay.
I brought you a big tall pudding.
And she brought me pudding.
Chocolate.
So wave hi in here. That's my nurse. There she is. She knew I was having a live stream, so she had to be real sneaky, knock on the door. She brought me chocolate pudding. Is that my reward for losing weight? She.
I have a capsule too, by the way.
Oh, huh?
That's a capsule.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, was that my reward for losing weight?
Right.
That one was my reward for losing weight. My nurse has treated me well. She's awesome. She's probably so anyhow. So 2020 hit, and that's where we were at in this story. What happened, of how my channel has gotten where it is today. So 2020 hit, and what came about in 2020 is I was motivated because I was watching I had taken all my channels, all my videos off YouTube in December. And I started putting everything on two other groups besides YouTube. Like, if that's the way YouTube's going to do me, then I'm going to just get off YouTube. So I started posting to these two other types of pro servers, similar to YouTube. It was Vimeo and Dailymotion. Dailymotion, crazy if you want to know. If you set up a creator account and you're in a real, once you post, like, I think the second video, you become monetized. So on Dailymotion, I'm actually monetized, and all my videos are up on there that were recorded prior to and recorded 2020. And I came out with a bang in that Christmas because I did the 24 days of Christmas. And I put up, well, it was a 12 days of Christmas. And I put up 20, like, I created on the first day of Christmas, I did, first day of December, I did 24, I think it looked pretty cool. On the first day of December that year, I put up 12 art pieces. And the second I would abandon them. So every day I'd do like 12, the next day 11, the next day 10. And so I think it was 148 pieces of art that I abandoned in one 24-day period. It was crazy. That Christmas Eve when I was making that final run, dropping off that last ones and trying to rush home and get the things, the last videos, and then I'm going up Christmas Day because Christmas Day is hitting and all the videos are going to be the next day on Christmas. I'm going to have, like, I think it was like, I did like 16 videos where people had found pieces of artwork from the different series, and they were going up every hour throughout Christmas Day. You want to talk about some craziness? I'll come back and join you all, see what you thought of that craziness and my nurse visiting us. Let me see. Pudding, yeah. That would work. We could figure out a way to get it to you. Kenneth, you have to let me know if you're interested in doing that, okay? Hopefully you all hear me well. So, yeah, I did that and went big up on Dailymotion. And I'm monetized. I haven't gotten $1, but I was monetized within, like, that first month on Dailymotion. I was monetized. I had like one viewer on it and haven't received any money. But it's cool to think that I was monetized within the first month of being on it. And it's kind of a different experience than what most of us will ever have with YouTube. And had some problems. They got back with me like immediately because I cut myself. I accidentally locked myself out of my own channel. You can't imagine me doing that. I mean, I took moderators down too. So, you know. And put this little shrimp right here. That cute little shrimp. can't wait to see, wait till I get the sculptures done. Just gotta get this first part of the lay dry. It said it takes 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna give it at least 3. But I thought I would do this today here on the live stream, so y'all could kind of see what I'm doing. And then I'll go back to painting the pictures while this dries, so that I can do the next step. Got one more little fish to put on, then we'll go back to our regular live stream of the day. I think right here. This is one of my favorite part. One of my favorite fish that's in this. It's a bird. See, it's a bird. Wait until I get through making it. These were splashlings. Was the toys. I was able to get a real good buy. Someone was getting rid of a bunch of toys. And that's how I come up, either through Facebook Marketplace or thrift stores. I prefer thrift stores, but if people are going to get stuff away on Facebook, I go that way. So I was able to get these and some animals. It was like a big old package. No, not this. This was sent to me, sorry. And this wasn't, yeah, this was sent to me. I had talked to someone about it and they surprised me with it. So there's my, what do y'all think? You'll see. We'll sculpt with me. I think they'll look good together. What do you think? I'll do this in front. Or maybe in the side. I'll tell you what I'll do. Move the camera better close to clay. I still got a lot of clay. Flip this around. Alright, I am back. Now you get to see my lovely face. Let's see, who's still in here with me? Thank you. Yeah, I'll get a hold of Foxy Wolf. Okay, that's okay if you can't, Kenneth. I'll get a hold of Bone Daddy. Thank you. Here, I'll show you what we got going. This is the one I made, started sculpting earlier. And here's its little sister one. I think they'll look good up on a wall. That's so cool. That works. So, I got a long way to go. They got to dry now. You can kind of tell with this and it's starting to dry, but they're thick. See how it's starting to dry? And it'll turn white. And once it turns white, these are some pieces that dried, and I made it too thin so it wouldn't hold stuff. But these are pieces, and it turns into like plaster. This clay gets really thick. Now, it was too thin, so when it was drying in the inside, the outside had gotten wasn't enough density, and so it crumbled. And so I had to take it apart. So I think I got that thicker this time. So any questions? I'll get a hold of Bone Daddy. He's done several abandonments. He's worked with me on cassette tapes. He's worked on me with sun catchers. I think those are 2 collaborations that he's worked with me on. I've done a collaboration with Vanilla Gorilla. I've done a collaboration with Jimmy James Journey that he abandoned some art for me. And Jimmy James. A Space for 3. Bone Daddy, A Space for 3. I sent some to a place and they never abandoned. They just kept the artwork. So they didn't finish the collab, so I won't bring that one up. This whole YouTubers Pay It Forward was a major one. Yeah. Yeah, it would be. My thing is, no, I didn't shut my clay. Don't want it to pop off the air. I didn't get the air out of it. You gotta make sure if you have clay in this kind of container, when you put it in, you pop out the air. I've messed up before, not done that. Yeah, it's, some people don't want to do a big abandonment project. I gotta take this. I'm nauseating this. Some people are afraid when they do a collaboration that you're asking them to do something big. And this is such an easy collaboration. Basically, I send you artwork. It has a little card. My link is there. And then your link as then you fill in your link as the abandoner. And it says on the card to let one or both of us know if you find a piece of the artwork. And so I do the artwork being made. You do the artwork being abandoned. I have a video. You have a video. And then if they contact us for found pieces, white hands now from the clay. Look at that. See, that's how that clay looks when it starts drying. It turns solid white. But with you, what happens is if people start sending you that they found it, you can put the video up on both channels. So you can end up with multiple videos, and there's no art involved. All it is finding places and leaving it. So these here would be easy to abandon. We could put them in a plastic bag, and I would think I'm going to test it with the one that I'm going to keep. Guys, I know it's funny, but the one I'm going to keep out of this stack, and there's 2, but the main one, because nobody will want it except me, is Mr. Chomps. I swear, if you go back in my videos and you look at that video where I made the very first, I called it knuckle sandwich. You say, knuckle sandwich. Well, give him a knuckle sandwich. This looks, I put this beard on it and he had a hat on. And I swear, this looks how the beard looks. You see. See how these would roll? And we could just, that's how easy it would be. It rolls into a tube. And you could just slide you could put them on contained side. You could have them, it doesn't look like anything. You could have it inside of a bag and just flip this out. You could just set it down. And nobody would ever know. There are a few rules. You see when they open it up, it doesn't break the paint. Canvases can be rolled up. And that's what's cool about this paint. As long as it's not too tight, it's not going to break. See See, the paint didn't break. That's the only reason you want to be careful with canvas. These aren't true canvas, so they won't break. There are a few rules when it comes to abandonment. Rule number 1, you cannot abandon in national parks or national land. Now, this gets people. How can I abandon in Gatlinburg, but I can't abandon in a national park? Gatlinburg proper is not the national park. If you're driving into Gatlinburg and you go through Gatlinburg, you'll run into a sign that says, "Welcome to Smoky Mountains." That sign is a national park. Gatlinburg proper isn't. When you go to Cades Cove, there's a little tree, and it says, "Buy a rock." Rock abandonment is illegal, because what people were doing, they were taking rocks and leaving painted rocks in national parks. Can't do that. You cannot abandon art in national parks. No part of national parks, so don't do it. There are some state parks throughout the country that you can't abandon. That's 2 places. Now, most state parks you can, as long as you don't, you can not inside of trails, but you can leave it like in restrooms, you can leave it on docks, you can leave it on playgrounds, you can leave art on golf courses, clubhouses, all those kinds of things around a state park. Most have no problems with that, just don't leave them inside the trails itself. So that's 2 places. 3rd place is don't put it inside of a business. The worst thing in the world is going to an art festival and abandoning art. Don't do that. I could do a whole video on things that I've seen that I just can't believe. Do not leave free art in an art fair. That is not fair to the artists who are paying money. Yes, you want everyone to have art, and art should be free. And so there's one cause. At art fair, they're paying for their table. They've been curated to pay for a table to sell art and to show art. Don't be rude and abandon art. You all think I need to do a whole video on this? So, there's 3 big piece places. Now, here's the thing. If it's not an art fair, it's just a festival, I will abandon art. I won't put it on the table of a festival vendor. I will put them like, you know, where they had the hot dog stands and there's ketchup and mustard. I have split pieces apart on those tables. I will put them on benches. Again, you have to be careful. You don't put in a porta pot, but if they have restrooms, restaurant restrooms are real good places. Those are good. Do observe a festival if it says don't do it. The rocks being abandoned has really affected a lot of parks, and so they include art abandonment, even though they're more referring to the painted rocks. They're not used to art abandonment. And grocery stores and things of that nature don't abandon. Now, I will abandon in gas stations 2 places. If I want the bathroom, and if they have dining tables, or on the counter, and I'm hoping the cashier gets it for the way they're treating me. I have, you might get where you know someone in a small business and you can talk to them about setting up a free give. I know a lot of Michaels and a lot of Hobby Lobbies will have a area in the front where they'll have where you can pick up and abandon rocks, and you can also put pieces of art in there. Like I said, the painted rocks is what people are used to. Um, when we talk about Bone Daddy too, mentioned this on one of his things. He got ducked again, Jeep ducked. You have a Jeep, they put little ducks, and I would mention this, and I hadn't had a chance to get back with me. It would be cool if I could paint a few ducks to send to Bone Daddy for him to put on Jeeps. And that would be a cool way for him to duck a Jeep. I actually got a duck that was going cross country. They're really cool. And I've thought about getting into those. I'm always looking into different things. I saw real cool, they had a package. I think it was like 80 ducks for $20 or $25, and they were the regular size ducks. And I thought about doing that. It's less than $1 a piece. I have a less than $1 a piece quota. And so I would love to be able to maybe do that. It would also be cool if there was someone that was going to go traveling. And I've actually done this. I had a friend of mine that was going to Rome and Greece. I sent art, and he abandoned artwork in Rome and Greece. I had another friend that went to the Virgin Islands, abandoned art in the Virgin Islands. I had someone that went to Canada, have abandoned there. Virgin Islands, Jamaica, Virgin Islands, Greece, Rome, England, Netherlands. So right now, those are the places outside the United States that art's been abandoned for me. And those are just my friends. So it's kind of a cool, and it makes you feel good. And if you get a response back, that's just the height of it. And so I am sorry. You can tell I am wearing down. I cannot believe that we've been on here almost an hour and a half. That is awesome. You know what I gotta do? I'm looking for my cheaters. Do I see my cheaters? Oh, I see a different pair of cheaters. I was gonna look here at the time. Does anyone know if there is another? Does anyone know if there is another live stream going on right now that we need to go to? Oh, I am glad I finally caught you. Glad you finally was able to get on. I'm trying to be at 4 o'clock. It's kind of getting hard to do that because I'm doing therapy later in the day. So, and my therapy comes before everything else. Tomorrow, Saturday, might be another crazy day because I'm going apartment hunting. So I got to talk to my dad and see if he's picking me up tomorrow. I'm going apartment hunting. Okay, so guys, I'm going to tell you what. If you can tell, my voice is getting tired. I got to clean up, get ready for the bed. I can't believe I've been on I've been on an hour and a half. I think this is our longest stream. I keep pouncing that paper. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to head off. I want to thank you for joining me on this adventure. I'm not sure what time I'll go on tomorrow. I'm going to work, hopefully getting the paintings done. I'm going to let these just dry, not bother them, make sure they're good and dry before I ever bring them back and I start doing some work with the figures. And you know what time it is? It's time for me to tell you all good night. Have a good one. And always, happy abandoning.